Go to the clip.
I still have my anonymity, and I appreciate that about my career. I appreciate that however I've managed to do that it's the thing that allows me to stay connected to the people and to be human and not try to be this perfect being. And, you know, I've had some pretty devastating moments in my life over the last couple of months, and I've had to just say, it's all right, you'll pick yourself back up, and oh my God, I'm about to cry. You pick yourself back up and you keep it moving.
Class act in every way possible.
I got to tell you something. Like, I've been going back and forth a lot as a young woman, as a, you know, being a mom, before I was a mom, and I've seen the city grow and change. And I think there's first of all, there's an amazing group of artists that live there. So they're doing spoken word, they're musicians, they're singers, they're educating themselves. I think every city has its problems, but because Trenton is so small, it's magnified, you know? But I felt the school, Trenton High School, did a beautiful tribute to my father, and they did spoken word, and all the kids, some of his past students came. I could not stop crying. I was just like, this is amazing, because sometimes what a person can't do for their own children, they do for the world, and I'm okay with that if that meant that I had to share him.
Oh, I think that's because you know, parents, they learn more as they grow. So when they was raising us, conversation with my therapist the past couple of weeks.
Do it for yourself. It's if you commit that healing with yourself, it will honestly change the way you experience your own life. Because I think for a lot of years I was disappointed and angry, and I wanted, you know, my dad to like read me a bedtime story and be there and do all of the things that a daddy is supposed to do. And I think my father had a very old school way of approaching life, because Black people are raised to survive.
That's right.
And my mother and my grandmother, coming from the islands, they had a different philosophy. So had my parents stayed together, I may have still been an actress, but I don't think it would have happened as quickly as it did in my life. And I don't think I would have been a part of, you know, the era that really helped to define Black cinema. And so when I look at my life, and I'm going to be 50, I get to do whatever I want to do.
Be like, I can't wait.
we gotta upgrade the term Black Don't Crack. It's got to be something else. 50. Wow.
I can't believe it.
And Nia Long is asking the judge to grant her full custody of her 11-year-old son with the basketball legend that is Ime Udoka, following his infidelity scandal that happened in 2022. I welcome you guys back on here. If you're new, consider subscribing, liking, and also share this video. So now, according to the legal documents that have been obtained by a couple of press personnel, the actress, that is Nia Long, has come out and wanting a Los Angeles County Court to actually order her sole physical and legal custody of her child, that is Case, and actually give her and Udoka just visitation, guys. So the legal case filed by the celebrity attorney, that is Samantha Spector, is actually a petition to determine a parental relationship, since the former couple was never married. Remember, these two were never married, and after the infidelity happening where Ime Udoka actually cheated on Nia Long, we saw the two actually separating, and Nia Long decided to end this relationship. So the Friday actress is also asking the attorney that Udoka pay all the attorney fees for the case that has actually just begun, and we all know it's going to be a very intense legal. So looking back at this breakup, it was really a very huge story. It was huge news following Udoka's termination from the Boston Celtics, you know, for violating the franchise code of conduct for allegedly having an intimate and conceptual relationship with a female member of the Celtic staff. So what was actually reported at the time in 2022, it's believed that Ime actually dated this chick who was working as a receptionist at the Celtics facility, and they had an intimate relationship. Having considered his huge position in the team as a coach, it was really nonsensical at the time, and they decided to terminate his contract. He released a statement apologizing, and in his own words, he said, "I'm sorry for putting the team in this difficult situation, and I accept the terms of the decision. Out of respect of everyone involved, I'll have no further comment." That's what he said in 2022 September. So Nia Long recently just opened up this case because she believes Udoka or Ime Udoka does not provide enough support. He's not an available father, and he's not financially contributing to raising this child. I hope Ime is not doing these things, because we all know sometimes women, when they break up with men, they want to cut off the relationship and hurt them. But I believe what Udoka is doing, if in case what Nia Long is saying is true, that it's not really right. So Ime Udoka was named the head coach of the Houston Rockets just a few months ago, and will most likely spend most of his time in Texas. So we'll be waiting to see how this whole case unfolds, whether the court will grant Nia Long full custody of the child, or whether they will still consider the rights of the father, that is Ime Udoka. We'll be waiting to see how this story unfolds.